Have you been told you need to stop doing what you love, whether it's exercise, running, or a sport? Well, here at Dynamic, we don't like that answer. In this podcast, we'll talk to leaders in the health and wellness space from Southwest Florida to get the solutions you need to get you back to doing what you love. Welcome to the Dynamic Naples Podcast. Hey, what's going on? Dr. Chris here, and today I want to do a bit of a rant. I want to talk about mattresses. Okay, so I get this question a lot, what type of mattress should I get? Or I'll get the comments, my back's been bothering me, it's time for me to replace my mattress. And I just think that it's just the idea that the mattress is going to change your back pain is way oversold. I've seen people change their mattresses, change them again, get a Tempur-Pedic, get all these things, and nothing changes it. If it's going to change your back pain, it's kind of like supplementation. It's only going to move the needle like 2% or something like that. There's just kind of like all this nonsense in the mattress industry. They've done a really good job of doing what businesses do. They market and advertise, right? So this whole idea that every 8 years you need to change your mattress, like where did that come from? I never heard that like a decade ago. I think what happened is they're like, hey, sales are down this year. They brought in some marketing specialists and they said, how can we get our numbers up? Well, let's just tell people that they need to, the lifespan of a mattress is 8 years. And that worked because everyone cites that. You can Google how long a mattress lasts for, and then Google says 7 to 10 years. Same with ChatGPT. Well, that's kind of the same thing, I guess. But it just seems very arbitrary to me. There's so many variables in the lifespan of the mattress. I mean, I get dust mites and allergens and things like that, but that totally depends on your environment. If you're in Florida like me and maybe you leave the windows open and it's humid often, okay, maybe that's creating some mold. So there's so many variables. What about the size of the person sleeping on the mattress? So, I mean, the 8-year rule of thumb thing I think is very arbitrary. And, when do we become so fragile? I mean, but our ancestors were in caves sleeping on bedrock, and now it's like we have to be completely coddled all the time. I just think it's just a matter of time before that movie WALL-E becomes the truth, where we're just sitting perfectly comfortable in this contoured hoverboard chair, sipping our giant sippy cups, and not exposing ourselves to anything difficult or anything that has the littlest bit of pain. And I think that's a huge mistake. I think the real answer is build a more resilient body. Right? That's the key. Expose yourself to some difficulty. Get strong. If you're strong and resilient, a mattress change is not going to make a difference to you. If a mattress change does make a big difference, maybe you got to evaluate your life and see what's going on there. Is your back that sensitive that just a soft versus a firm mattress is going to change it dramatically? I'll often hear I was at home, my mattress was killing me, and then I went on vacation and the mattress at the hotel suddenly magically poof, their back pain or whatever pain went away. Well, again, there's a lot of variables there. Maybe it's the fact that you're on vacation and you're not under stress. I mean, stress and pain are so highly correlated. I think it has way more to do with that than just the firmness of the mattress. By the way, I think the same goes for pillows as well. There's no magical pillow. I've seen patients just buy countless pillows, spend thousands and thousands of dollars on all these different pillows, trying every brand possible, the My Pillow guy stuff, and nothing really changes it. The idea that we need these external changes to your body to make the change it's just kind of like not owning your pain or your discomfort. In fact, I think we just have to reframe what pain really is. This idea that pain equals bad is ill-conceived, right? So pain is just a sensation, just like cold or hot. It's just information for you so you can make a change. It's not this necessarily bad thing. You should sometimes welcome some pain. If you didn't feel pain, you wouldn't live very long, first of all. Also, it's a sign that you've applied yourself to something hard. If I work out and I'm sore the next day, I love that feeling personally. Yeah, this whole debate about mattresses and pillows reminds me a lot of like the posture thing. Like posture doesn't really matter unless it matters. Like if you're sitting in this horribly curved, flexed position all day and you never take any time to move in a different direction, and then your body starts to adapt to that position, and then you go to stand up and you're kind of bent over, and now you're developing pain. Okay, then it's pushed past a certain threshold, and then I guess it kind of matters. It's kind of the same thing with, like, so let's say pillows, for example. All right, if you have a cervical fusion and your neck is so far forward and you can't get back, so if you lay down, your head can't touch the ground, okay, then you need a little support. I get that. But these are the outliers. These are the exceptions that prove the rule. So at the end of the day, what mattress should you buy? Whatever feels good to you. I don't think there's any rules here or generalizations. I mean, there's a maxim that says something like firm body, soft mattress, soft body, firm mattress. I guess you could maybe use that principle to guide some general decision making, but I go to the store, lay on the bed, see what feels good to you. Do whatever is going to allow you to sleep the most, make you the most comfortable, I guess, is probably the best answer. But there's no magic to it. There's no right or wrong here. Don't believe the nonsense. Don't go spend tons of money on a new mattress thinking it's going to change your life. What will change your life is sleeping better, right? So, and I guess the comfort of the bed is maybe a small part of that, but the way bigger component of that is the temperature of the room. Make that room like 65 degrees at night. You need to drop your core temperature down by a few degrees to get deep quality sleep. I'm not just talking about the quantity of the sleep, but the quality of sleep. That matters way more than the mattress itself. But don't fall for all the marketing. I mean, just because your mattress is 7 years old, and you're like, oh, that's next year, we have to throw it out. It can be a perfectly good mattress. Use your judgment. If there's a big divot in the bed because it's that old, okay, probably time to replace it. Or suddenly you're sneezing every day because maybe there's some dust mites in your bed. Okay, maybe get it tested, and maybe then it's time to turn in. But don't just go based off of an arbitrary number that's probably put together by some marketing team. Also, get strong and get resilient so that when you make these little minor changes in life, it doesn't throw you completely off course. You should be better than that. You should be stronger than that. Go to my website. There is the 9-point checklist. It's a free download. It's 9 tips to become more resilient so that things like this don't throw you off course. Okay, I think you get the point. Sorry for that. I just needed to rant and let go of that because I've been doing this for over a decade, and this is something I hear constantly, and I just got to throw the message out there that, it can be a money pit, and it's not necessary. So that's all, and I'll be talking to you guys next week. Why guess when you can test? Do you get hangry or crash after a carb-heavy meal? These could be indicators that there is a dysfunction in your blood glucose regulation. If left unchecked, it can lead to irreversible changes. If you catch it quick enough, you can make diet and lifestyle changes that will get your levels where they need to be. 88% of Americans are pre-diabetic and don't know it. Diabetes underpins many of the pathologies we deal with in this country, such as obesity, high blood pressure, heart disease, and stroke. For some reason, it is rarely screened with your physician, and if they do test for blood glucose, it's usually with an A1C or a fasting glucose, which can sometimes give you a false negative. NutriSense is a company that supplies continuous glucose monitors. We've paired with NutriSense to get you real-time data to see how your physiology responds to glucose. The NutriSense app lets you track your daily activity to see how food, sleep, exercise, and stress impact your glucose. You can log or import this data into the NutriSense app to see the effect on your blood glucose levels as soon as it happens. Use the code DrChris25 for $25 off your order today. Do you have unexplained pain, or do you wonder just how healthy you are? When was the last time you had your blood tested? Blood chemistry analysis is a great tool to stay ahead of any health conditions, and now you can have control of your health with Let's Get Checked. Let's Get Checked is an incredible company that sends blood tests to your home. You can choose from over 30 different tests, whether that's thyroid function, testosterone, micronutrient, cholesterol, or C-reactive protein, which is a marker for inflammation. It is sent to you with free shipping, and you get your results in 2 to 5 days. No physician referral needed. Use the code DPT25 for 25% off. You can find links in the show notes.
Did you know that you can get started with physical therapy without a physician's referral? Physical therapists don't just solve pain, we get down to the root cause and keep it from coming back. We also discuss all things health, such as nutrition and lifestyle changes. If you feel that you could use some help, let's get on a free consult call. Go to www.dynamicnaples.com and sign up for a free call. Also, if you like this podcast, please give us a rating wherever you listen to podcasts. It helps us spread the message. Thanks for listening, and we'll see you next week.